everybody just wants you to finally be the Bachelor. I mean, we've talked to you about this a million times that you just...
I put in my request of what I want, and we've had those talks. And
they're not just going to give you what you want?
Now it's no. And I'm going to sit here.
Yeah. But if they gave you what, like you have demands, and if they gave you what you wanted... What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. This podcast is presented by e.l.f. Cosmetics. Very soon, we will be able to tell you the very fun thing we're doing with e.l.f. coming up. But before we get to that, and before we talk about that on Friday, we want to talk to you about those products that we're absolutely loving these days. Each podcast, we tell you about the products we're loving. Brow Lift for me might be my number one at this point because it makes my brows look fresh every single day. I love their Halo Glow highlighter, the cleansing balm to take off my makeup, and all the other great products that e.l.f. has, obviously.
Yeah, it's an endless list. I think that I have been using what's the eye brightener. I love because it's just like you wake up, maybe a little dark circle, or even if it's so perfect for days that you maybe don't want to wear like a full face of makeup, but you just want your eyes to look a little bit more awake underneath. Just tap a little bit on. So great. All their brushes are fantastic. Their foundation brushes, their blending brushes, powder brushes, all great. And they're affordable. You can head to the store. You can see e.l.f., on the shelves in the stores. You can go to e.l.f. You could go to elfcosmetics.com or the e.l.f. Cosmetics app and check out all the things they have on there. But it's great. And we really can't say enough great things about it because at the end of the day, everybody knows e.l.f. Everybody's tried it. And it just goes to show how great it is that it has been around for so long and still has such great products and everybody's still using it. Yeah. And everything comes back around. Like now we got those kids on TikTok.
I see it all over TikTok, all of the best products from e.l.f.
Yes, everybody wants to use all the e.l.f. stuff as they should.
Yeah, so keep buying e.l.f. If you buy some products, tag us, tag e.l.f. Cosmetics. We see you guys that are doing that already, and we love to see it. So keep supporting e.l.f. and keep supporting us. And go to elfcosmetics.com. You can learn more about that. And their app. They also have an app as well. How we doing? Now, when you listen to this, it'll be Francesca's birthday. So happy birthday. Hey, Francesca.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Franny.
Yes, exactly. My birthday really snuck up on me.
You couldn't even get a word out
there. No, I couldn't. My birthday really snuck up on me this year. And like I already said that, so we don't have to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, September came so fast.
Yeah, it did. But talk about some beautiful weather we're having, huh?
Yeah. We really skipping over it really fast. We can't talk about the weather every episode.
For my own birthday.
Oh. Like you're
talk about having the perfect day.
Oh, okay.
And tomorrow looks amazing also.
Right, all week. It's fantastic fall weather. So make sure you go send your happy birthdays to Franny. Send her something fun.
Super exciting. 29.
Don't send her a cake.
No. No thanks.
No cakes for her. Anything else going on?
Got new sneakers.
Oh, nice. Are those them?
Yep.
You just kicked them up?
Yeah.
They match your outfit perfectly.
Thank you. I did that on purpose.
Kind of similar to mine.
Yeah, they're cooler than yours, but I have a funky thing with specifically dunks. I have one foot that's slightly smaller than the other one.
Okay.
It's a real pain in the ass when it comes to sneakers. That I'm normally like an 8 in most shoes. But dunks, I feel like the 8s are very tight on me, so I go up to an 8.5, but then they're almost too big. And I have narrow feet, and then they crease. The tops crease so easily. It's already creasing. I've been wearing them for 4 hours. So
was that the birthday gift you bought yourself?
No, I bought these a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to break them out today.
I actually did for the first time ever. Like I went through the Nike process of like actually buying a sneaker when they came out.
Like when they dropped.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I saw these.
Sneakerhead.
Yeah, I saw these in an email and I was like, come on, these are my colors. Like it's like my fall. Totally. I'm always in like a neutral.
Right.
So I was like, I need these. And then it was like coming out tomorrow, 10 a.m. Get the app.
And you logged on at 10 a.m.?
I did the whole thing. I have the app. I got
Watch
on.
out,
I bought
Sneaker
the
World.
shoes. I was in like a little waiting room for like 2 minutes before I confirmed that I did actually get the shoes. And yeah, now I got them. And I don't see them on the Nike website anymore. So maybe I got them before everybody
You got the
else.
last pair.
They're probably like on StockX for like $100
There's
now.
other websites.
But
Well, that's exciting.
just wearing them for the first time. I bought them a couple weeks ago.
Oh, breaking them out birthday week.
Yeah, you know. Just
The world is your
just a
oyster.
couple dinners.
Yeah.
Love to celebrate. I feel like I just go out to dinner a lot.
You picked a French restaurant.
Yeah,
now,
but
may I ask why?
It's like not. You know,
Okay.
like it's like
Yeah.
like it's like I don't know, contemporary still.
Okay.
Like I know it says French, but
Right.
it's like not like it's not like a fine dining experience.
Yeah. No. I mean, I was looking at the menu and I was just like, okay, this is French cuisine.
Oh yeah, I actually do really like French food.
Really?
French. I mean, yeah.
Like what? Like snails? Escargot?
No, not escargot, but I feel like I could just get like a nice steak.
Steak is not.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
see
what
that
I
as
think
like
of when I think of like when
French,
I went to
you think
Paris.
of
I had
steak?
steak and
I get like a steak frites.
like burgers. It's just the way
Steak
they make
frites.
stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never thought of steak in that way.
Yeah.
I always thought of steak as just like an American classic. You know? I guess not.
Yeah. Plenty of other countries have red
No,
meat.
I know they have steak. I just when you say French, I think you're gonna throw out something like a little different.
Oh yeah, no.
You know, like
no.
I don't think steak.
No.
I think
I'm trying to think of,
Snails.
you know,
not necessarily
yeah,
snails.
French onion soup.
Really? I'm shocked right now. I'm thinking of other like
French fries.
no, like
steak frites. That's what I just said. Steak,
steak
a good
frites.
steak frites.
you know, like duck confit.
Yeah. That's also good.
Right, but that's like I would categorize that as French. Like I'm not seeing that at another restaurant.
Now I'm like I've been here so many times and I'm like, what are we even really referring to that I'm gonna look? Yeah. Oh, that's breakfast. Where the heck is dinner? Oh, there it is. A nice yeah, I mean there's like I feel like this doesn't even really count, you know?
Yeah,
They do have French onion soup.
they do.
Some cheese boards.
Have you ever had snails before?
Escargot is on here. No, steak tartare.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really have never had their burgers. Actually, their burgers good, but steak up. I always say this wrong. A poivre.
No idea what that is.
It's just like the sauce that it's in. Quite good. Poivre. Poivre.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I think I always say it wrong. Yeah. Yeah, and well, you want to know why? Because I'm doing Italian tomorrow.
Oh, so you had to pick a different cuisine.
Yeah. And I had Italian last night.
It's
I had
just the
pasta
go-to.
for dinner Monday night, so I was like, I got to mix it up.
Right, that makes
Because
sense.
we're going to, Joe and I are going to Italian on Wednesday, or I guess tonight for my birthday. But it's like, because Joe and I are so close together, it's just dinners, baby.
A lot
of dinners.
A lot of birthday dinners.
And then, we'll go out again on Monday for Joe's birthday, and it's just, got to mix it up.
Gotta throw in a French cuisine. in there.
Gotta mix it up.
Hey, I don't blame you.
They have great cocktails. That's honestly more of why I picked it.
I saw that.
Yeah,
and
they
I was
got,
like, whoa, fun.
Yeah, fun cocktails.
Like a little duck in a bubble bath, that sort of thing. I was like, oh,
fun
they
cocktails.
are very, very fun. Like funky shaped glasses.
Yep.
I was looking deep into the cocktails after I saw that. That makes sense.
Anyway, that's enough about my birthday.
Yeah, not much to
Yeah.
update on. I got my nails done yesterday, and
Yeah, you said you don't like them, but I think they look really good.
They look like bologna to me.
Bologna
They're
is
blending
not
into
that
my
color.
blending into my skin.
Bologna is
Here's
like
the
a
thing.
deeper color.
I think it's because I spent an hour and 45 minutes in the chair. It should not take an hour and 45 minutes for a manicure. It just shouldn't. An hour tops. It should not be an hour 45. It should not be an hour 45.
It's hard when you got the long nails.
But it shouldn't be an hour 45.
You know what's tough?
My usual girl does it an hour tops. I had another guy who's not my usual, and he took an hour and 45.
It always depends on how I find that they remove the manicure. because that can take like a half
No,
an hour.
he removed it just fine. It was the extra processes he was throwing in there that I've never seen before.
Why do you go to all these not your people?
I do always go to my
Yeah.
girl, but I desperately had to get them done yesterday. Honestly, I didn't have time today or tomorrow or Thursday. And so I had to go yesterday, and I called up and she wasn't working. And so I had to settle for this guy. And I said, I'll take it. He did a good job. It's not that he did a bad job.
Yeah, they look good.
It just took an hour and 45 minutes, and I thought my nails looked like bologna at the end of it.
Okay, well, I will tell you that I certainly do not look like bologna.
Thank you, Fran.
Bologna is a
You want to know why?
deeper color, and I think those look beautiful, and they're a beautiful neutral nail.
Thank you. You want to know why I think bologna? Because one time last year, I got my nails done. It was kind of a similar color.
Bologna is
And I posted on my story, and I was like, "Oh, neutral nails for fall."
Yeah. And someone
said like, "Oh my god,
bologna.
those look like bologna." And now that has stuck in my head ever since. Like I was like, "Oh, look at my neutral. Ooh, I just wanted a neutral base. Look at my neutral nails for fall." And then someone wrote bologna.
What do you do for when you're getting your nails done? You listen to a podcast?
No, I sit there in silence.
Really?
And
Do you
I just
talk to
stare.
the-
No, I seriously just
No
sit
way.
there, and sometimes I'll ask for a massage at the same time. Like I'll get massaged while they do the nails. So that kind of takes it away. But otherwise, I would just stare.
Do they have like TVs on?
Nope.
Like, that's,
I watch TV on my phone.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Well, maybe you should try.
I'm not.
the time would pass faster.
Yeah.
Are you just sitting there in
Just put
silence
headphone-
for 2 hours?
I put my headphones in and I watch a TV show. I mean, plenty of people do just sit there.
I
That's
just
that's
sit there.
crazy.
That is the norm.
That's like the people
That
who-
is the norm.
Who sit on airplanes
I'm
with
usually
nothing?
good for an hour. It was the hour 45 where I got a little antsy.
Yeah.
I got my massage and everything, and then at hour 45 I said, this shouldn't be taking this long. And you know what? He did do a good job, though. I'm not going to hate on him. He did a fantastic job. But you know what? You looked at bologna and you thought,
I looked at a picture of
little
bologna and I will
bit.
tell you it's a little closer to
bologna than you
than I
thought.
had thought. But
pale bologna.
still,
You know what? I love bologna, though. I
Still
mean, I don't
don't
love
think-
the color of bologna, but I love bologna.
I still don't think that's a negative comment.
This is literally
Is it?
the exact same color. My nail is the exact same color as bologna. It totally is. It's blending in.
I wasn't, if you noticed, I opened up a picture and then I just locked my
Yeah.
phone and didn't say anything.
Shade
else.
bubble bath or shade bologna? Because wow.
You know what I've found though?
Oh my God.
And boy, is this a riveting conversation. But
so not.
I've had a couple friends at a wedding that I was at, and we were talking about nails, and she was like, "Oh, I got bubble bath."
Yeah.
And then my other friend was like, "Oh, I got bubble bath," and they put their hands next to each other, different colors.
Yeah.
Different colors.
Yeah. This is not bubble bath.
So you
Whatever
know
I
what
have
I'm
on
saying?
my
Like
nail.
I think sometimes like maybe it depends on how long they've had the polish, what it is, like
how many coats they do.
how many coats. Because I was like, those are two completely different colors, and I feel like normally the bubble bath is like a little bit of a deeper pink, but I think the chrome, you put chrome on top, so I feel like that
And you know what? You know when you go and you pick a color based on the nail set they give you.
yeah the samples.
The samples. And then the color never looks like what it did on the nail. On the
No,
sample.
because they paint those samples on a white like plastic
or like clear plastic, and then you see it on your nail and you go, that's not what I chose. That's
Yeah.
not what I thought I was getting. Baloney fingers. I'm baloney fingers. I just nicknamed myself baloney fingers.
Gosh, it's a good thing
Salad
you like
fingers, move out of the way.
Good thing you like bologna so much.
I do. I haven't had bologna in a while.
Yeah.
It was time to grow up to turkey.
Other than that, they look great.
Thank you, Francesca.
You got a good shape.
Yeah, thanks. No, I do love the shape. It's nice, but bologna. Okay.
Yeah, I have nothing else to really update on. I just watched Monday Night Football and I went to bed. I guess this really, is a weekly watch report situation. But I watched the
Love at First Sight.
Love at First
Why
Sight.
did I just know you so
Yeah.
well? And I also did too.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Oh, I thought it was so cute. Loved it.
I-
Cried. Loved it.
I cried.
Yeah.
I wanted to really like it, but it just wasn't my favorite.
That's fair.
It just wasn't. And I was so excited.
Oh, I thought it was cute. I liked it.
Because, I love London
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
whole thing. Wasn't up there for me as one of my faves.
That's fine.
But so weird how I just know what's going to come out of your
You
mouth
knew
sometimes.
where I was going with that?
I do.
Yeah.
It's crazy, when you see each other this much.
Yep.
You talk this much.
Just read each other's minds at a certain point, probably.
Yeah. Should we get into the topics?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, why not? Sometimes I wish we could talk back to the people. You know what I mean? What?
No, I was just gonna reminder for the live tour tickets, the live Philly and Charlotte.
Oh yes, Philly and Charlotte still on sale. We still got some tickets, so make sure you check those out if you want to come. Chicago, thank you, already sold out. I am so excited for the live shows.
Same.
I'm really pumped. Something about fall live shows really got me
Yeah.
going. You know what I mean? Reminds me of the first time we ever did them.
I agree.
So I'm really excited for that. So make sure you check those out, Philly and Charlotte people, if you're interested in coming. Don't be afraid to come alone. I saw some girls DMing me saying, they want to come, but their friends can't go. Don't be afraid to come alone. You'll make other friends that are coming alone, and
I agree.
we'll be there. You're here to see a show, and we'll be on stage entertaining you guys. So look into that. We're very excited. And I was going to say something else, and now I'm forgetting. Oh, what I was saying was I sometimes wish we could talk back to the people listening, right now. That's why I love a live show, because there's an audience and you talk to them. Sometimes right now I want to be like, crowd, what's up with you? Because we don't have much to update on. It's like, what's going on with you guys? But
Tell us a funny story.
Right, we can't do that until the live show. Yeah, why don't you entertain us?
Yep. We're out. We got nothing left.
My tank is almost on E. Sometimes we just need a little boost of confidence in our life. And something that gives me a boost of confidence is my hair. Having a great hair day gives me the confidence.
Always have a great hair day.
Oh my God, thank you. See, this is what I mean. It gives me the confidence to walk through earth with my head held high, my shoulders up, and my hair flipping in the wind. And that's all thanks to Ouai. Ouai gives you the confidence to live life your way with hair and body products made for effortless routines, empowering you to do what works for you. We love all of the Ouai products: Ouai shampoo, Ouai conditioner, Ouai leave-in conditioner. I use that
every day.
Single time I wash
Every
my
day.
hair. I use Ouai leave-in conditioner. Also, when I do a slick back look, I use Ouai leave-in conditioner, spray it all over my hair, brush it back. I also love the Ouai body scrub, exfoliate your body, the body oil, and for your hair, and the cream. Ouai has all the best products, and let me tell you, they also smell freaking delicious.
I was just going to say the St. Bart's scrub and moisturizer. Oh my, talk about luxury. I got the cleanser also.
Yeah.
So the days where I'm like, I'm really gonna have a great shower. Yeah. Go in, shampoo,
it all.
conditioner. I use the St. Bart's cleanser, and then maybe a little scrub, a little scalp scrub.
Yep.
Hair smells amazing. Come out, then lather myself up in the St. Bart's cream, and you smell so good.
You smell so good and you feel rich. You literally feel
True.
rich and
Expensive.
luxurious
You
and
feel
expensive.
expensive.
Yes. Your fast fix for healthy looking hair is Ouai's best selling hair oil. I love their hair oil. A multitasking oil that smooths frizz and seals split ends for a high gloss. You really need a good hair oil in your life, and Ouai has the perfect one for that. No matter what kind of hair you have, Ouai's hair oil will rejuvenate your hair so it's healthier, more vibrant, and smells incredible. I love when I'm done styling my hair. I love, putting a little oil on my palms and just running it through my hair, a little bit on the ends, maybe just a slight touch of the top, and it really makes your hair look healthy and shiny, whether you got fine, medium, or thick hair, multiple hair concerns. Find what you need at Ouai. And if you're not sure what your hair type is, you can take the Ouai quiz. Live your life your way and get your fast fix for healthy looking hair. Go to THEOUAI.com and use code CHICKS for 15% off any purchase. That's THEOUAI.com, code CHICKS.
I have one comment, and it's a pop culture comment that I do want to make, but it doesn't need to be a full topic, so I'll say it now.
You're allowed to.
This, thank you. We're probably going to bring it up many, many times, but the rhetoric around Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift it's too much.
It's blown out of proportion.
It's too much. There was a Page 6 article that the caption on the Instagram just really, I couldn't believe that this is a level that we're reaching at this point, when there is this is how you know that there's really not that much crazy shit happening, Taylor Swift went out to dinner last night in New York.
Yep.
talk about a gal's dinner.
Oh my God, so
Laura
jealous.
Dern,
Laura Dern,
Zoe
Greta
Kravitz,
Gerwig, Zoe Kravitz.
Greta Gerwig.
Are they planning Big
Holy
Little Lies
shit.
season 3? Is Taylor Swift
to
going to
be
be
a
in Big
fly on
Little
the wall
Lies
at that
season
dinner,
3?
seriously, like, how amazing.
Is Greta Gerwig going to make a Big Little Lies movie?
Yeah.
And have Taylor Swift in it? Because that would be a dream for me.
So this
Bring back Big Little Lies.
Yes. So this caption says, as rumors that Taylor Swift is dating NFL star Travis Kelce continue to swirl, the pop superstar stepped down NYC on September 8th wearing a teardrop-shaped pendant set with an opal, which just so happens to be the tight end's birthstone.
Oh my
Gosh.
Like,
Breaking
come
news.
on. Come
Everybody
on.
wears that kind of stone.
Come on. We can't be doing this.
No, we can't.
We can't.
I'm sorry. I am sick of the
That
talk
is
about
too
Travis
much.
Kelce.
Too much.
I am sick of Travis Kelce.
We can't be speculating on the stone of her necklace before we have even seen a glimpse of the two of them actually in the same place at the same time.
I know. It's all rumors. And I feel maybe I'm being a bit unfair to Travis saying I'm sick of him. I think it's the news outlets that are making that happen.
No, it is.
I don't think
it
it's
is.
really him. I
No.
think it's the news outlets forcing this Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift storyline. I don't believe that these two are dating. And at this point, I don't see it happening now with
Right. It's like when you start talking to a guy and you're not really like trying to make a big deal out of it, but then you tell one friend and that one friend tells everybody else, and then everybody starts making a big deal out of it, and then word gets back to the guy that you were making a big deal about it, and he's like, "Oh, that's weird."
Right. And then he's like, "Oh,
Then he's like, "Oh, what are you obsessed with me?"
Yeah, oh, you're obsessed with me? Yeah, then it's embarrassing.
It's
like, oh, no, maybe I was a little excited.
The media's doing that. They're
Yeah.
just totally making Travis seem not cool at all.
Right, they're literally making him look like a freak who's obsessed with Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
exactly.
When I'm sure Travis Kelce is talking to plenty of other girls.
Yeah. He went on Kristen Cavallari's dating podcast, which I find to be it's a great get and very funny at the same time.
Why doesn't Travis Kelce come on this podcast?
Travis Kelce
Yeah, Travis
hopping
Kelce.
on Kristen Cavallari's dating podcast.
And she said that she had a crush on him too.
I think a lot of people do.
But do you think that this would be the case for any NFL player? It's not like something about Travis Kelce that they're making this whole thing a huge thing.
Travis
it's
Kelce
But
is
Travis is like the.
Yeah, he's
it
like,
wouldn't be any NFL player.
yeah.
It has to be somebody on
Somebody
Travis
like-
Kelce's level.
Right, like somebody like him.
Like any like star in the NFL, like people would freak out about Taylor Swift dating them.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to freak out about anybody Taylor Swift
Yeah,
dates.
Yeah,
But-
if you were dating Taylor Swift, people would be freaking out about
I think
you.
it just so happens to be like because Travis has been like
He's goofy.
yeah, he's also just a eligible bachelor, a perpetual bachelor.
Is he goofy?
He is goofy.
He just like always is a little bit. Have you ever watched his I've
seen
watched his
clips.
podcast with him.
Did
and
you
I feel like
watch-
Jason's a little
Did
bit
you watch
more.
him come out this week? Like he ran onto the field because people and he like faked that he was hurt and then like started twerking.
Yeah,
He's a goofy guy.
I mean, he for sure.
I thought they were like fun, like
Yeah, and I just think he's got those bachelor vibes. Like, and you know, he had his own fucking dating show on E. Like,
He did.
That's what I think. That's why it's caused so much more attention too. It's not just like Josh Allen being like, "Hey, I have a crush on Taylor Swift," and then like everybody freaked out.
Which,
He's
by
still
the way,
dating-
Haley Steinfeld was. At the
yeah.
games.
Apparently, she was
In
in
the
his suite with his parents.
Yeah, he's so coy about it.
That's how you
Yeah.
gotta do it.
That's how you date how you date a famous person. I mean, at the end of the day, nobody is as famous as Taylor Swift. That's just where you're at right
Travis
now.
Kelce's
It's the
twerking like,
most-
yeah, I'm dating
She's
Taylor
the,
Swift.
she's the most famous woman in the world.
Yeah,
So it's like
he's just
Haley Steinfeld, amazing, awesome. You're dating a beautiful actress, and she is famous. But like, you know,
Do you think she's
it's
the most
not Taylor
famous
Swift.
person? Did you say person or woman?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor
is
Swift's
like
the most famous person
in the
world.
world.
Outside of like
No.
Barack Obama.
No. Taylor Swift
No.
is more famous than
No,
Barack Obama.
in this current time,
There are a ton of
There is
young people.
nobody
More people want to
more-
see Taylor Swift.
there's
but I think
nobody
people
more
know who-
famous than
No,
Taylor Swift.
I think
What about the
there's
Pope?
more people that know. There are more people who know who Taylor Swift is than Barack Obama and the Pope.
and fame. It's just
That's
fame.
not-
What younger kids who don't know anything about, like, they weren't even alive when Barack Obama was
No,
president,
yeah.
like,
Let me tell you,
everyone knows who
that
the
are
Pope
fans
is.
of Taylor Swift.
Joe's 10-year-old niece probably doesn't know who Barack Obama is, but
right.
she knows who Taylor Swift is.
Doesn't everyone know the Pope though?
No.
I guess not like just the idea.
You just know the Pope exists.
Exactly. You also just created just the idea of the Pope.
Right.
Well,
like,
just like
like
the
it's
Pope,
like,
but like
what's the Pope's name?
Francis? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you had to
But,
think
like-
about it for a second.
but ask 10-year-old
yeah.
10-year-old Sally down the street who's the Pope.
Beyonce though?
Taylor. I think it's Taylor
I think
Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We're not doing the Beyonce
no.
I know,
Taylor
it's
Swift
such
discussion. I'm
you're not
sick of
gonna
that
keep
conversation.
throwing out celebrity names up against Taylor Swift. It's Taylor Swift.
She is the most famous person in the world.
I think so. Yeah, maybe. Justin Bieber?
Except
Like,
Steffi.
No.
No.
no,
Taylor
no,
Swift
no,
is more
definitely not.
famous than Justin
can't even
Bieber.
sell out his own shows.
Just, no. It is Taylor Swift.
I can't believe you were like,
I don't know. Barack, like, it's just like the
yeah, but
president.
you have to think about
Donald Trump. How about Donald Trump?
I was gonna say I
Taylor
can't believe
Swift
like
is
Trump
more-
is what you could throw out
I don't
more
know.
than
Trump is
but
like,
younger kids like,
I think everyone knows Trump.
but like,
It's like that crazy. Yeah.
it's Taylor
an
Swift.
8-year-old real like they know Taylor Swift.
It's Taylor Swift.
Not every
And you
8-year-old
you're
loves
let me tell
Taylor
you, you're gonna
Swift.
throw out a lot of
I
names.
didn't say love. I said they know.
You're gonna throw out a lot of names if you want to. It's Taylor Swift.
It's always gonna be.
so
Taylor
we're just
Swift.
gonna
I think the main competitor would be like Trump or Obama, like a president.
yeah,
like,
a world
notoriety.
leader,
Yeah,
right? A literal world leader,
Yeah.
and it's still not competition.
but I'm still thinking just of the younger people that like. A 5-year-old knows who Taylor Swift is.
you just keep getting lower and
Because
lower.
because that's how like
2-year-olds.
because you have to go like to that age to then
Yeah.
realize that they're not going to know the political people.
Yeah, but think about the old people who maybe like the really old people who maybe don't.
I think they know who Taylor
I think
Swift
the old
is.
people know who Taylor Swift is. Whatever.
This is just, once again.
No, I'm not debating it. I really do think she is like top 3 probably.
but first it's Barack Obama and Trump.
What about like the like BTS guys?
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Anyway, now I regret bringing that up.
My dad's texting me, what was your high school mascot? And then literally 1 minute later.
Firebirds?
Yes. 1 minute later, are you there? Like,
Need an answer immediately.
oh my God.
Need an answer on the Firebirds.
Like, are you there? I need to know.
Are your parents and family going to the New York show? The New York live show?
I actually am not sure my parents are going to be there. I think
Really?
they might be in Florida. They're trying to get some Florida time in before my sister has her baby
Yeah.
because I don't think they're going to go when, they'll go back eventually, but, they're going to
Yeah.
be here when my sister has her baby boy. And they want to get selfishly, and I respect it. They
Yeah, I
wanna
do
go to
not.
Florida.
I do not blame them.
I said I
on
don't
that.
blame them at all. Like
Yeah.
I was like, you don't even have to come home for Christmas, and like it's fine.
I'll come to you.
And that's what I said, and they were like, we really might, because they're in their minds. First of all, we all have significant others, families to go to
Yeah.
for the holidays, so they're like in their minds, they know next year when there's a little baby, they want to like go all out for Christmas again, like get that,
Yeah.
when you have little kids, it's like that spirit comes back.
Right.
Like they were like, this is going to be our last hurrah before we're going to go all back in for Christmas. And I was like, you know what? I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I think that's
Go,
right. Yeah.
go be
I can
free,
see your
birds.
dad like dressing up as Santa.
Oh, he can't wait. Like they're obviously so excited to be grandparents.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen two people happier to be grandparents, which is great. You want that, obviously. You don't want them to be like, damn, fuck.
Yep. That is
Oh, we're gonna have a little baby. I can't wait to be an aunt. Like, just saying. Like, oh my God. It's gonna be so sick.
it is. It's nice.
I'm so excited. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Let's get to the topics. This is the second day in a row I've done that.
Yeah, and it's always before the topic. She just throws her pen around.
It just flies out of my hand.
Let's
This
get
is
the
second-
topics. Flies pen.
Yeah. All right. Confirmed Michael and Danielle from the Bachelor series, Bachelor in Paradise, broke up.
When you bent over, you messed
Knocked
up
my
your
hair.
eyebrow. No, your eyebrow.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't let you continue on like that.
Actually nothing worse.
Yeah.
These flimsy little things, you know?
No, that's my biggest thing too. Like when there's one
eyebrow hair and nobody corrects you, how rude.
I know. Just someone please be like just a little like, you know.
It's like so fucking rude.
Yeah.
I totally get what you're saying. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You're the best ever.
Hey.
That's why you're there.
Yep.
Okay. I have to burp, but we're gonna get through this. Topics.
I just
burped. Oh my God. How sweet. You took my burp and did it for me.
Oh boy. I apologize.
Nice.
I hope nobody could hear that. I tried to keep it in a little bit.
No, it was cute. It's like the burp transferred from me to you because I don't have to anymore.
It did.
Aw. Okay. Topics.
Yep. Greg, T's topic train.
Yep. Boom. All right. Michael and Danielle from that series we call Bachelor in Paradise broke up. Shannon Beador, I think it's Beador, from Real Housewives of Orange County, DUI video. Awful.
Bad.
Like really, really bad. Zack Bia did a cover story for GQ. Who let him do that? And we're going to be talking about Bethenny Frankel's TikTok. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
And our good pal Tyler Cameron is back.
Tyler Cameron came back to visit us. He actually hasn't been on the podcast in a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a while. Since his book, I think.
Yeah. Yes, actually, 2 summers ago.
Does he have another book?
God bless him.
No, yeah. So that'll be interesting. Well, we didn't record it yet. That's why I said
that'll
be interesting, but it'll be on this podcast. Alrighty, let's get into it. Go, Franny. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's Franny's birthday. And guess what I'm getting you for your birthday? Because I know you don't like cake.
True.
I'm getting you a Snickers bar because I know that's going to light up your day.
Honestly,
it's going to
go for about 10.
light up your birthday. And, we're used to our rookie mistakes on this podcast. Sometimes we can't get our words out. Sometimes we're goofing off. Sometimes mispronounce our
people's last names.
Yeah. Our eyebrows falling out of place. Got to fix that. It's all those.
See, that's how you avoid a rookie mistake.
Right.
When you have a good partner.
Having a friend to fix your
Help
rookie
you.
mistakes.
Yep.
And also hand you a Snickers on your birthday.
Yep.
It's those funny missteps when you're temporarily out of sync. We've all been there. And those momentary lapses in judgment when you just hope no one caught it. But when you work with somebody every day, they're going to catch you on it. Snickers is here to rescue you. And it's always to the rescue, especially on your birthday, Fran. Satisfying all of life's fumbles with its epic blend of chocolate, caramel, peanuts, and nougat. Because let's face it, life loves throwing interceptions. And when you're not yourself, you're off your game.
True.
And you don't want to be off your game.
No.
Huddle up for a coachable moment with Snickers, the official chocolate bar of the NFL, and the ultimate wingman. That's me for you and you for me. Making life's hiccups a little less embarrassing. From showing up to your home stadium for an away game to accidentally hitting reply all in a work email, many people in this office has done that.
Yeah.
Or sending the wrong text to the wrong person. I've done that. Keep your hunger at bay and your rookie mistakes in check with Snickers. Learn more at snickers.com/NFL. All right, some news from Bachelor Nation. Michael and Danielle have broken up.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was rooting for these two. They have both, tragic stories from their past. And they were brought together on Paradise and they found love within each other. And, everyone was rooting for that and it didn't work out.
Yeah, it seems like Mike, I don't know. It makes me a little skeptic on Michael.
Interesting. Give it to me.
I just feel like
I've never said that before and it was
I just
fun.
feel like look, I don't know. I'm on the outside looking in. I don't know. I have no idea.
Right.
She could be terrible. I don't think she is. She seems like an absolute angel.
A catch.
So from like the outside perspective, I'm like, she seems perfect. What is he doing? Why is he letting this one slip through his fingers?
I know. And and it's so tough though, right? Because like you said, you just never really know what happens in a relationship.
You just don't know.
And it's
behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors, people can act totally different than the image they portray to the public. And I'm not saying that about Danielle because she really does seem genuine and sweet. But it's hard to...
I'm saying it maybe about Michael.
Right. Like Michael, publicly he could be great, and behind closed doors he can be not so great.
I don't know. He went on
We're
Jason.
always flip-floppers like that, but at the end of the day, I think
Always.
that's the most genuine reaction you could have to a couple splitting up, because they really think there is nothing more true than that. Than that statement about couples. It's
And
like, you just don't know.
No, and there's been rumors about these two for months. They hadn't been seen together in a while. There was like, people were really stalking their social media, and Michael went on Jason Tartik's podcast and was like, yeah, I'll just come out and say it. Like, we're not together right now. It's been really tough. So it just makes me sad, because I feel like they probably really, really tried to make it work and have been unable to do so. And that's hard. And that's hard.
Can I say something not so nice
About Michael or Jason?
Jason?
I had a feeling.
And we love Jason. He's so sweet, right?
He is.
I think Jason needs help with his single guy appearance on social media. Like,
You think? Well,
Like
maybe he's just not ready to put himself out
no,
there.
no.
You know?
I mean, he is putting himself out there in like a very cheesy way, you know? Like his story, like I saw something where it was like he was getting a haircut.
Yeah.
And it was just like very Zoolander, like,
he cracks me up though, because he's always been like that. Like, I feel like he's always posted like that. And
I've
now-
always had this thought.
Yeah,
I'm
and that's
just-
what I'm saying. Now you're just like, it's like, oh,
Just one of those days where you feel like you can say whatever's coming to your mind
Yeah.
because there's not a lot of topics.
So that's just who he is.
Okay.
thanks for the commentary.
Just defending my guy.
Yeah.
No, listen, and I don't want
There was-
Jason to hear this and be offended.
It was not. It would. That was not coming from an offensive place at all. That was just coming from that sometimes his social media
Sometimes
content
it's
is
a little cheesy.
which is so fine.
Yeah. And we're all guilty of it every once in a
Yeah.
while of posting something. You look back, you go, why the frick did I post that? You know, a little cheesy. But something yesterday caught me off guard when
Yeah.
and
What I
That's all right.
I hope that that's. I felt bad. I felt bad for him when he was like talking about his new rental wasn't ready yet. He's just been a man on the move.
And you know what
it's like,
confused
that's
me?
tough. That's hard.
And this is not becoming a Jason Tartik slander podcast, because like I said, we love Jason. He's so sweet. He posted a picture the other day, and he wrote, like, I need all the advice I can get about
interior design.
No, about like what you need for a house, and like even if it consists of scrub daddy. He was living in a house, right? Like, he knows what to get for a house, right? Like,
yeah, but it's different when you got to do it all by yourself.
But
You don't
part
have
of
a
me was like,
sounding
did
board.
he
You don't
not
have somebody
get
to
things
ask.
in the house?
Maybe,
You know?
but you don't have somebody like, hey, honey, like, should I pick this up? And she's like, yeah, that's great. We need that. You know, there's no sound, but he's alone.
Right, but it seems like he's a grown
He's just
adult.
asking for help.
He's looking for engagement on his comments.
I'm gonna defend him. I'm gonna defend him on that one.
He was just looking for a comment engagement.
No, I think he generally needs the help.
You think so? I don't
Yes.
think so. I think he was looking to get his numbers up.
I think he generally needs the help.
What do you think? You think he was getting his numbers
I
up?
haven't seen the post, but I think it's probably a mix of both. It's like,
No,
this will get the people talking, and like maybe I'll get some good ideas from it.
Right. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. Look, he's got to come up with a whole new single guy persona.
I get it.
He's got to.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun.
Michael and Danielle, though.
Yeah, Splitsville. Population them.
I don't really have any other comment.
You don't have anything to say to
No,
that?
I have no follow-up.
Cool.
No follow-up. Next topic.
I want to see if I could stunt you every topic.
Next topic.
I'll be careful with this one, though. This
Yeah.
one's actually serious. Shannon, I think
We've just been told Beador.
Beador. I'm still confused on how to pronounce
Jordan, is that how you think it is? Beador?
it. Beador.
Hand up, neither of us watched
Watch-
Real
yeah.
Housewives of Orange County.
Right.
I've watched maybe 3 or 4 episodes, and that was because we were going on Watch What Happens Live, and we
we had to study up.
We had to study up.
I
Just
watched,
in
like,
case
2
we didn't know
episodes, yeah.
what was happening. And I've also watched all of the Ultimate Girls Trip, so I've seen like Tamara, I've seen Vicky, I've seen those ones, but the other Orange County ladies I'm just not super familiar with unless we see them in the headlines. And boy, did Shannon make the headlines.
Yeah, so she was arrested for a DUI. The video got released after. It's actually so
Newport Beach.
awful. Thank God nobody got hurt because this is so awful.
She was flying.
Really bad.
She was driving fast. She went and drove into somebody's house.
Made a turn right into somebody's house. Just fucking awful.
And then she tried to like pull away and park her car and then act like she was just walking her dog because the dog was in the car with her. So you're fucked up.
Real, like, seriously, I think.
And that makes me sad because I'm pretty sure she has like teenage kids.
Right. The most selfish thing you can do is drive drunk.
Yeah.
Like it's or under the influence of any sort.
Yeah.
Like, it's disgusting. This video did not sit well with me, and I'm sure a ton of other people.
I know, and it's just like this is. And sometimes it also just makes me angry too because I'm like, what are there going to be consequences for this? Because there should be.
She's just
like,
going to go back on TV.
Keep doing what she gets to do. Like when this could happen to other people and it ruins your life. Like it's a life altering decision. I'm like, is this something that's going to be taken seriously in the Bravo world?
Yeah,
I don't know, but the other ladies were very upset by this as well. I saw Tamra post, not Tamra, she on her podcast, Tamra, I guess they didn't really have the details, but she said she was shocked and I'm not gonna lie, her post of them hugging did maybe make me chuckle. Just because that's some Housewives dramatics right there. Tamra posted a picture. It's her, Vicky, and Shannon group hugging.
Yep.
They're all in black. I don't think that's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
But she turned off the captions. It's just a heart caption, and it's Bette Midler's "Together Wherever We Go" is playing when you click on the post. So that's nice to show support for your friend, I suppose. But like the drama,
right? And the situation is like you're showing support for your friend, but they also did an awful thing. I don't know. The video was so bad, awful. The whole thing is bad.
Yep. Not good.
Not good at all.
I think I want to double check because I'm pretty sure from literally the 2 episodes that I watched. Oh, she has 3 daughters, but she has twins that are going to college. Yeah, that's awful too. That's like, that's what I said. It's like you have teenage kids where having to deal with that in the spotlight is really, really hard.
Right. Also, not a great role model.
It's tough. It's very tough. What do you call a person who speaks 3 languages? Trilingual. Someone who speaks 2? Bilingual. Someone who speaks 1? American. Only 22% of Americans speak a language other than English at home. Start learning a new language this fall and be the exception, not the rule. Because with Babbel, you start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. This fall, you can start speaking a new language with Babbel. Why Babbel? Because it works. Babbel is designed by real people for real conversations. All of Babbel's tips and tools for learning a new language are approachable, accessible, rooted in real-life situations, and delivered with conversation-based teaching. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and others continue to prove Babbel is better. For instance, one study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a full semester at college. With over 10 million subscriptions sold, Babbel is real language learning for real conversations. Here's a special limited-time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. Get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/chicks. Get 55% off at babbel.com/chicks, spelled BABBEL.com/chicks. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Moving on, Zack Bia did a GQ story, which... Why?
Zack Bia is being profiled in GQ.
Like photo shoot and profile for Zack Bia, and yet we still don't know what this guy does. Like, Zack Bia is always going to be a mystery, but somehow he's in GQ. Like,
Zack Bia, burgeoning music mogul, is what the
so is he? It's like he's just a DJ.
GQ style. I don't know. We've done this multiple times now where we've like gone to a Zack Bia profile for him to like tell us what he does.
And yet it's always confusing. How did he get to where he is? Is he a DJ? Who does he know? Why is he friends with these people?
He was like
Bia is on the bill for each one of Drake's 56 date North American tour stops as the pre-show DJ hype man.
Not a bad gig to just show up and just play a couple songs for people to bop their heads to before Drake comes on.
Wow, you know what? I was having a deja vu moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have sworn that the last time we really did a deep dive on Zack Bia was because of a GQ profile. And it took 3 years ago when I first wrote about Bia for GQ.
Oh my God.
He was a budding DJ at Socialite who had hustled his way into Drake's inner store. Okay,
he has multiple GQ profiles?
This guy, Samuel, who wrote this article, clearly, they must be buds.
Multiple GQ profiles is crazy for Zack Bia.
Bia's real life is the subject of much speculation.
And yet no answers.
His overnight ascension from scruffy college kid to celebrity conciliere and rumored Kylie Jenner paramour hooked the very online, denied by both, hooked the very online public, including an otherwise sane fashion publicist who confided in me at the time that she had a secret Instagram account dedicated to fangirling over him. We see that he's always around these celebrities, and that's why we're so fascinated with him. Where did he come from? He's not a celebrity. We don't see him on our movie screens or TV screens. We don't hear him on our radio.
He's not a celebrity.
So who is he, says the anonymous woman behind the gossip platform Dumois, which frequently features blind items about Bia and his deep roster of famous friends, which extends beyond Drake into a glitzy network of actors, models, musicians, NBA players, fashion designers, and practically anyone else who likes to party in LA. He's celebrity adjacent, says Dumois, which is actually the new celebrity. Bia has tried to shed his promoter image. Before the pandemic, he had already committed to not being the guy that was out and throwing parties every night, he says. Instead, he stepped into a career as a self-made music mogul. In 2020, he launched a record label, Field Trip Recordings, and during the pandemic, he honed his DJ craft in buzzy Instagram live broadcasts. He also began making music of his own with friends like Lil Yachty, which culminated in an EP release under Bia's own name in July.
All right. I've heard enough. The main takeaway from this that people were talking about was that he was asked if Olivia Rodrigo's...
Oh, there's a shout out to BFFs in here.
Oh. He was asked if Olivia Rodrigo's song Vampire is about him. He said he doesn't think it is. He doesn't think their breakup was song worthy. And when Olivia Rodrigo was asked if the song was about him, she laughed and said no comment.
Yeah.
So I think Olivia Rodrigo likes to have people speculate on who her songs are about because she's a songwriter and that's what you have to do to create
Taylor
buzz.
Swift class of songwriting.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's what you do. You don't say yes or no completely. You just go no comment, whatever.
So he confirmed that they dated?
Yeah, they were. They were spotted.
I know they were spotted, but I don't think either of them were ever like. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
I thought he denied it. Like,
I think it was Madeline Klein that what they like denied it that he was dating her, but I think it's the same thing. Like they probably hooked up or whatever.
He was invited to audition for the role of pop star Jocelyn's ex-boyfriend in The Idol.
Oh
my God, he would have been great.
Bia told me he declined.
Oh, he's too good for The Idol.
Oh, because
if you put me on the spot about Riz, then I think it disappears, Bia tells me when I asked him if he relates to the idea. Oh, man.
Being friends with Zack Bia seems exhausting. How could you bear to be around such talent?
It's honestly crazy. Like any single like Instagram model that you come across on Instagram, they're followed by Zack Bia. Every single one, or they follow Zack Bia. Like
that's because he's in the know. He's got to know everybody.
I guess like if Zack Bia is going to get you into clubs, you befriend Zack Bia.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Enough about Zack Bia. We've said his name too many times. I'm moving on from Zack Bia.
Yeah. And by the way, I just think that song, I just think that was a lame response to being asked about the song.
You're like, oh, I don't think our breakup was like worth it.
Yeah.
Because in his eyes, the breakup wasn't bad, but in her eyes, it probably was.
How old is he?
Yeah.
Like
I think he's my age, like 26 or 27.
Yeah. And she's what, 20?
I think she's 20.
Damn.
Bia thinks for a second before choosing his words. I don't really think it's really about me. I think the internet just ran with it. which sounds a lot like what Rodrigo's blood-sucking ex would say.
Oh, he's 27.
He concedes that it might be one part of a company. Look, I'm in the industry, so I know how a song gets made. We hung out, we're both busy, and we ended up not furthering our relationship. There was never any drama, you know? Yeah, I just, maybe on his end, he just lives a drama-free life and doesn't know the effect, the Bia effect.
That he has on these women.
The Bia effect. Look, there's some big name it girls surrounded around Zack Bia. Olivia Rodrigo, Madeline Klein, Madison Beer.
They are all so much better than Zack
It's crazy.
Bia.
It's crazy.
Last topic, quickly, because I don't want to spend too much time talking about Bethenny Frankel, but we have to.
Ugh.
Bethany Frankel is exhausting, okay? Her TikTok is exhausting. Whatever she's doing.
We're just in a major hate cycle today.
We are, because these people are Zack Bia. You're going to tell me Zack Bia is like, what, you know?
I can't. Bethenny Frankel has...
You're going to tell me Bethenny Frankel is not exhausting?
No, she's 10 times more exhausting.
With her TikToks?
10 times more exhausting.
Little background, Bethenny Frankel, she does these reviews on TikTok and on Instagram of beauty products, okay? Yeah. She uses a little bit and that's it, and they go to waste. And so she gathered all of her beauty products that she has used, in her mind, barely used, but she has opened them and used them, but just for review, put them all in Ziploc bags, and then went to TJ Maxx, where she buys these products, and also was calling the cashier her friend, but also didn't know her name, which I thought was so rude. And she was dropping them off to this cashier, and she was like, I'm dropping them off to my friend. And then she was like, excuse me, what's your name? And I was like, okay, first of all, you're calling this woman your friend. You didn't even take the minute to learn her name before this. The whole thing was just so rude.
And it's also what a bizarre thing to do on camera without, clearly it didn't seem like she gave this woman a heads up.
Right, and also no heads up.
Also
used items.
And it's like, did you have permission to just film this woman and put her on your TikTok?
Right, just film, no name, used items. She's like, they're barely used. You open them up and use them.
I know.
And I understand she doesn't want them to go to waste, but did you even ask the woman, does she want these products?
Yeah.
Because she was just throwing them at her.
By the way, there's a way to donate. There's ways to donate slightly, barely used or new beauty products that I'm sure Bethenny or one of her interns could have figured out how to do, but instead she wanted to look like some hero by going into TJ Maxx and giving it to someone. And it was hard to watch. She's like, oh, we're not we're not allowed to accept gifts like that. You can't just take this. And Bethenny was yelling, who, why? I'm gonna message TJ Maxx on Instagram.
She's like, don't worry, I'll talk to them.
I'll handle it. I just the sense of I am just the biggest, oh, don't worry, I'll just message TJ Maxx, Mr. Maxx on Instagram.
The self-importance of Bethenny is crazy.
And we'll get it handled and you can keep it. It was a crazy thing to post, crazy thing to do, crazy thing to post. Just and then there's been some more and more things that she's been doing have just been so questionable. And just rude, and she has no awareness whatsoever. Yeah. And then, even worse, the comments. Yeah. Somebody wrote, how do you know the cashier can't afford Patrick Ta? Yeah. And Bethenny wrote back, because she's a cashier at TJ Maxx. Yeah. What? What is wrong with you? Seriously. It's take her phone away.
How fucking rude.
Yeah.
And no self-awareness or any awareness of how the world works to comment something like that. It's just
so
crazy.
Degrading to a woman she clearly does not know and is maybe seen once or twice when she has gone shopping
and call her TJ Maxx her friend, but also not know her name. Yeah. Just the whole thing was degrading. You're right. And Bethenny's just grossing me out. She's just too much. She really is.
Yeah, I did not like that at all.
No, she's too much. She's all over the place these days.
Bad look.
Everything she's doing is a bad look these days. Just go back to making your margaritas.
Yeah.
Okay. That wraps up the topics.
Hope everybody's in a
refreshing.
pleasant, loving mood.
Yeah. Oh, I hope we boosted your mood today. Go get out there and smile.
Yeah. Say something nice to somebody.
Hey, some of these deserve hate.
Because we didn't.
Do you think that we deserve to say anything nice to Bethenny?
No. Bethenny deserves that.
Some of these things did not need nice things.
Bethenny
now,
deserves
Jason
it.
Tartick, I apologize. Now that I will say sorry for.
Yeah.
We're just having fun.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps up the topics.
All right, we have a great interview with Tyler Cameron coming up, so we're just going to take a nice cold Coors Light, crack it open, get that nice crisp sound. You can see the mountains are blue, ready to go. This can is cold. It's cold in my hands. And we are headed into fall, guys, but it doesn't have to be the buzzkill to your summer chill. Coors Light helps you find moments to unwind. Maybe you have a big work presentation. Follow it with a happy hour, some friends, and a cold Coors Light. Maybe you're hanging out on the weekends. You're going out fall time. You're going for long walks, a hike maybe. End your time on a trail with a well-earned Coors Light. Whenever you need to hit reset, reach for Coors Light. It's made to chill. There's only one beer out there that's literally made to chill. That's Coors Light. Like I said, the mountains on the bottles of cans even turn blue when your beer is cold. Like this one right here is cold and ready to drink. That way you always know when it's time to chill. So when you need to hit reset, just open a Coors Light. When I need to reset, open my fridge, grab a nice cold Coors Light, maybe watch a nice movie, or maybe there's some games on, headed to the bar, meeting some friends, getting a Coors Light at the bar. So Coors Light is the one we choose when we need to unwind. So when you want to hit reset, reach for the beer that's made to chill. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. And always celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by the lovely Tyler Cameron. Welcome back to the show, Tyler.
Thank you. Is it even special anymore after
I don't know.
I throw that before everybody.
We did kind of say that too. We were like, Tyler's on for like the 12th time.
Yeah, but it actually has been a while. Like we were
been.
saying the last time you came on was like 2 summers ago with your book.
Yeah, I think it's when we were all drunk. Or was that
No,
before?
that was before.
No, that was definitely before.
Like 3 years
That
ago.
was a great one.
That
The
was
drunk
fun.
one
I
was great.
would love to go back to. Hey, we can crack open these Coors
Hey,
Light.
you know what? I miss those. I think we did multiple drunk.
We
with
should
you.
bring one of those back.
We should.
On like my 13th time on the show.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And maybe we'll finally get that RV trip that we're supposed to take with Hannah and Dylan. Never
Could've
forget.
been.
What
could have
could've
been.
We had big plans.
Big dreams.
We had big meetings. The whole thing just never happened.
That actually
That sounds
really
like-
would have been so funny. Would have been quite the trip.
You know what I'm happy about though? I actually was thinking about this before you came in. Because I feel like we talk about this RV trip that was meant to happen and didn't happen a lot, especially with Dylan and Hannah.
but have we
talked to
ever
them.
even actually explained what
And
it was?
one, I don't think we've ever explained it. In lockdown, we had this idea. It was us three, Dylan and Hannah, where we were going to rent an RV. You had a friend that was going to drive the RV.
Chad.
And we had actually a whole map and everything of where we were gonna go.
We had like picked spots.
We picked spots. We literally had a Zoom meeting with all of us picking the spots, and it just didn't end up, there's some things got in the way. I'm really happy we didn't do it just for the fact that my hair was black and white.
That was a crazy time.
It was.
You lived many lives these last few years.
I have.
But now you're like in your fiance stage.
I
right
know,
here.
it's great.
Yeah.
But I feel like you
and her
guys
hair's
both,
never looked
you
better.
guys have
I
both
know.
you guys both have seen
Beyonce
some
stage, the hair has never been
That's
better.
incredible.
you guys both
Both of you guys are glowing. It's just unreal.
Oh, thanks.
we've seen some stages. And so I was like, thank God we didn't go on that RV trip, and then we would have all this like content and whatever surrounding this grand RV trip, and my hair would have been black and white. Would have been unfortunate.
But you would have thrived then.
I'm sure.
You thrived in every situation.
Thank you.
You're
I mean,
amazing, Maria.
Yeah.
thank you too, Tyler. Thanks for joining us. A confidence boost for the day. So how's life going?
Life is good, man. Life is good. I mean, this has definitely been like probably the most challenging year I've ever had. But it's been
How
been
so?
good. I mean, just
Take us through the ups and downs.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
well, I mean, just I'm really taking a full dive into construction again, and real estate and doing all that, and just doing great on some projects, and then really getting my ass handed to me on some projects, and just learning and trying to create a real business. Just the stress of it, like I started thinking about numbers last night at like 11:30 at night and didn't go to bed till 2:30.
Ugh.
You know, so but overall, like, so glad to be home in Jupiter. I love New York City, but I need to be home.
Has this been the year for you where you're like really figuring out what path you want to take? Like what is your career path going to be going forward?
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, exactly what my career path is going to be forward. And I learned that I love New York. This is the best city in the whole wide world. But I didn't have a job here.
Yeah.
And me, with a few days, nothing to do, is only trouble. And you guys have been around for some of my trouble.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
True.
And so I can't do that. I needed to create myself a job. So I started a company, and I'm building houses now and renovating houses, and I'm doing that. And it's a much more domesticated lifestyle.
Yeah. Stable. You did say that. You said you were living a domesticated lifestyle now. You went to Publix twice
Cut my
this
hair,
month.
went to Publix,
Yeah.
shaved my face.
Well, you had like a mullet kind of situation going. Wasn't my favorite.
Wasn't your favorite?
No. It looks a lot better now.
Yeah. You know, I had to give it a try. I feel like it's in right now, you know?
Is it? The mullet?
I'm
I
just
feel like
so
the mullets
persuaded-
were
I'm
in
so
like a
persuaded
couple.
by
You were like a
TikTok.
couple years late to the mullet.
I
You know,
was
like
like,
during your phase of like going out constantly,
Right. That would
maybe
have
like
been the
2
best
years
time
ago
to have
would
the
have been
mullet.
the time to have the mullet.
I'm late to everything, Rhea.
When you were like
should've-
just a New York causing chaos, then you should have had the mullet.
You know what? Speaking of gray hairdos, I should just let you consult me on all my future hairdos, you know, because you've
True.
had so many great ones.
Thanks. I take hair very seriously. Sometimes I make poor decisions. That's why I'll never touch my hair ever again. You see how it is right now? It'll stay that way.
Yeah.
It will. No, like, oh, I'm just gonna cut all my hair off, which everyone's doing these days.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen. But yeah, the mullet.
What about like a little chop, like a short hairdo?
No, I don't think she'll ever cut her hair short
No.
again. I'm the opposite. I cut my hair short. I'll never have my hair
Short
long
hair
again.
looks great on you.
Yeah, Fran rips it.
Yeah, I know.
Short hair, not for me. Just not. You know what I mean? Looks great on other people.
Just gotta figure out what looks what you like, what looks good.
You got
It's
great
the same
bounce on
thing.
that short hair right there. Just,
Thank you.
can tell it just
Fantastic bounce.
bounces.
Some serious hair conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so living in Jupiter,
Yeah. Yep.
how often do you like to come back up to New York?
I do. I love coming back up here, but I just don't have anything for me here right now.
Yeah.
And if I do come, we party, all my boys, we all get together. And so I'm trying to limit that right now.
So you just have your
I'm working.
your home squad.
Yeah, I'm my home squad, which is a fun squad. And we have a blast. So
How many homes are you working on right now?
I got 3 I'm doing right now. I got one coming for sale in 2 weeks. I got my own I'm starting. And I have one more project I'm just trying to get out of. My damn uncle, he won't let me leave his house. The punch list grows, and I don't even do anything there.
Okay.
I will say though, there's something about having like a balance, right? Like obviously you want to be stable and work, but let yourself have some fun as well. Don't be like, oh no, I totally got to cut out all the partying. Like it's done for. Like you still got to have some fun.
You're young
There's
still.
some things that I'm really good at, and partying is one of them, and that'll never go away.
Yeah, I feel like weren't last year you were doing a bunch of college football tailgating
We're coming
stuff?
back.
Yeah.
He was going to bounce like every weekend.
Not every weekend.
Hey, that's the best gig I think there is. Like to just show up at bars and
Show
like
up
get
at parties.
paid to
Yeah,
show
all my boys
up.
come out. We go to Chicago,
not?
New
It's the
York.
best job out
Hamptons.
there.
It was great.
Yes.
Now they're coming to Delray Beach, so
Exactly.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, that's too close. That's too
It's
close
dangerous.
for comfort.
Close. I'm a little
Delray
nervous
is
about
fun.
that one.
I love
Delray is a ton of fun, but you are dabbling back into reality TV though. Like I feel like you were so anti doing any more I guess maybe like dating stuff.
Yeah, I want to stay away from the dating stuff. I wanted, like I said, I was working on a big project, and then with all the houses, and then this show came up, and immediately I was like, yeah, I want to do it. I want to do Special Forces. My agents were like, no, I don't think you should do it because like Tyler, we don't need you doing competition shows. You just did a dance show. You don't need to do this. But I was like, it'd be fun. It'd be like a vacation. It can't be that hard. Like,
Did you
Vacation.
watch the first season?
I did.
What about
I
this
watched
is a
the first
vacation?
season.
Oh my! I watched the whole.
I thought it was all TV and production.
Oh my
like,
God.
maybe-
Oh, I don't think any of this screams vacation.
No.
Well, I figured I could tackle on like a vacation on top of it.
Okay.
Or like a chance to get away from your phone. Maybe like escape life,
That.
but not
Yeah.
vacation.
Life was really kicking my ass in Jupiter,
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a way out. And I'm
Did
like,
they film the second season in the same place as the first?
nope. So
No,
they're like,
okay.
we're gonna film it in New Zealand. I'm like, sick. I'm gonna go to Australia
Zealand.
afterwards. Like, it's gonna be great. New Zealand's gonna be beautiful. I didn't realize it was winter until like a day before. Like, yeah, it's gonna be very
Yeah.
cold, so I had to go run to the store, buy all my winter gear. None of it made it. None of it made it on the airplane.
You know, I
anyways.
actually did see a girl on TikTok go viral the other day. She was Australian, and she was like, "I may sound really dumb, but you're telling me that it's summer in the United States right now." Like
I see those
really
TikToks a lot.
that
That throw me off.
Yeah. So okay, so you had to jump into. Oh, how cold are we talking? Like, what's winter like there?
Freezing. I mean,
Really
snow.
cold. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, they sawed off the like this big ice block, and we had to jump in the water, and like it was nuts.
What about the people you were surrounded by?
It's quite the cast of characters.
It is.
It is.
It is.
When we heard this cast, we were like, oh, okay.
Who do you want to know about?
I want to know about everybody. I mean,
everybody.
there's so many different people. I think I'm not going to ask about Sandoval. I feel like it's
What?
It's, I mean, like it's played. Like that was my way to ask about.
Oh, well.
You know, you know what I
Well
mean?
done.
Like it's played out at this point where people are like, so how's Sandoval? And we've gotten these different stories. But
I would like
wanna
to know how Sandoval
did,
is.
Yeah, and how did you treat him? And I'm not saying like you should treat him a certain way, but I'm curious on how you handled it, because obviously he comes onto the show right after this explosive thing happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I try to treat him like I treated everyone else there.
Yeah.
But the first day he got me in trouble.
How?
I'm like, oh, this motherfucker
Oh my
is
god,
bad.
rat!
You know, like
Little snake.
yeah,
Little
yeah.
slimy little snake.
So they gave us all of our clothes to wear, and they switched up our bags by accident. So I'm in Tom Sandoval's clothes, which he's
tight.
Yeah, it's very tight, and so I can't move in any of my pants, any of my jackets or whatever. So he's like, hey, I think you got my clothes. Let's switch. So we go inside to switch real quick, and you know it's a lot warmer inside. So we're taking a little bit of a slower time. All of a sudden we get chewed out. Drill sergeants chewing. We're doing up downs. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker is trouble, you know.
Yeah.
But
Just because you guys took a little longer to get dressed.
they come at you
I
for
feel
everything.
like
You know what I'm
Sandoval
saying? Like,
would.
that's what made you think he's
Well,
trouble.
Sandoval
just
just
like-
seems
well,
like the
like-
kind of guy to cut any corner.
Like,
if he
yeah.
can cut a
like,
corner,
we can-
he's
He got in
cutting
trouble like
it.
two more
Right,
times
that's
during
true.
that period.
You know?
Where he's like, oh, if we just take a little bit more
Like
time.
I think you have like the athlete background of like being coached and like
Discipline.
can understand discipline, and I don't think he's ever had to go through that.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
think
you
he
know, like I
listens
think
to
he's
authority
cutting
in
corners.
any way.
Tom definitely lives in Tom's world, you know, and
Was the picture thing true? Did he like break out the picture and
they had a
show
picture
everyone?
and, yeah,
of
I
Raquel?
thought, you know, I was like, guys, I'm oblivious to TV.
I bet you had no idea who he even really was.
The funniest thing was we hop on the bus, and Jack Osborne is on the bus, and he has no idea who Tom Sandoval is, and so Tom goes, "Hi, I'm Tom Sandoval." And then Jack goes, looks like we have a Scandoval, but not knowing any context to what Scandoval or Sandoval,
yeah,
just like
it
thought
just
it like put
you know,
together.
it just is funny.
And then Tom like me is like, yep, that's me. America hates me right now. And I was like, well, this got
Right,
to a
and
great
you
start.
have like Jack
Awkward.
Osborne being like, "What?"
He's like, well, I don't know what I said. How was Nick Viall, Nikki V?
So Nick,
Is he the only one you knew?
yeah,
from
he's
the
the only one I
cast?
knew, and I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't like Nick at all going into this. Like he said some shit about us during the quarantine,
Yeah.
which was very unwarranted. I was, you know, he's like about the quarantine crew that we had back then.
Yeah.
We're stuck in the house. Like we're making the most fun we can. We're doing it on TikTok. He's like, yeah, they're like just having fun and dancing on TikTok. I'm like, what are you mad about? And
Yeah.
then I see like months later he's doing the same shit. I'm like, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I never really cared for him after that.
Yep.
And then we got on the show and I told him that. And I was like, you know, I really don't like you, you know, and I was like, but then the show strips everyone to their core, and you like have to rely on each other, lean on each other. And me and Nick have gotten so much closer ever since then. And I got a lot more respect, and we're cool. We're friends.
Yeah.
We've all been in a situation where we have told Nick Viall that we don't like them. We didn't like him.
I think
and
that's
then
everybody.
grow to
Yeah.
like him.
I don't.
I think people have that.
It's definitely
like-
not the first time he's been told
right.
that.
I
to
mean,
his
we
face, so
literally
it's-
did that as well.
Yeah.
We talked about Nick for years before we had met him. And then he came on the show and I was like, I have to be honest, I said so many things about you. And then you get to know him, and just like anybody else though, you can
Yeah.
have so many thoughts
Everybody
about
has layers.
right. It's like anybody that you meet, and then they become a human to you, and you're like, oh, you see the layers to them and more like humanize them.
And he's definitely sharp with his tongue, and he's got this like kind of like persona about him. And so, it's just like, it's easy to say, fuck that guy, Yeah. But once I got around him and got to, go through, like, once you go through this with, like, anybody, you have so much respect for them.
Do you get starstruck? Like, was there anybody that you were like,
Robert
oh, shit?
Horry.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I remember, like, my agent found out the list, and she's like, I'll tell you who it is. I'm not supposed to. Told me the list, and I blacked out after I heard Robert Horry. So I forgot everyone else who was on the list. Robert Horry, 7-time NBA champion, played for the Lakers, like, with Kobe and all them. So I would have him tell me, like, bedtime stories, like, with Kobe and everybody.
Robert, tell me another tell me another Kobe story, please.
Yes, I was like, I just asked him questions. Like, Robert, so who was harder, Coach Jackson or whatever the coach for the Spurs name, I can't think right now. But that was it, which is stupid. But I mean, there's so many crazy. Tara Reid was on there. Yeah. Probably had a poster of her when I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah. What about JoJo Siwa? You guys look like you've created this great friendship.
I love her, which is like the
talk about it.
Unexpected.
You would not put together.
I keep seeing you guys everywhere. The concert, hanging out. I'm like, what an unexpected friendship.
Paparazzi
nice.
photos of the two of you together are just objectively so funny. It's like JoJo Siwa and Tom Cameron hanging out on the beach together.
The wildest thing is riding around with her in her car. Have you seen her car?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So
we've seen it.
You've
that's
ridden around
that's
LA.
my Uber in LA. Like JoJo picks me up and we ride around everywhere.
Oh my God.
The funniest thing is just seeing everyone just like peeking up and like, oh my God, it's JoJo, and freaking out. Like
she can't really go undercover.
No, we were down Marina Del Rey.
And she always drives that car?
Always. We were down Marina Del Rey and there's all outdoor restaurants and we're all driving through it and everyone is just, their phones are out. I'm like, this is crazy, JoJo.
Yeah.
But that's her,
That's hilarious. I would love to sit in the back seat of that of JoJo Siwa's car.
Yeah.
It's a joy. It's just pure entertainment.
I could imagine it just like, gives a little light to your life.
We went to Chick-fil-A. The whole store came to the drive-through window and is taking a picture with her. I'm just back here. I remember like all these little kids ran up to JoJo, like 20 of them, all taking pictures with her. And they ran off. I was like, well, did anyone watch The Bachelorette?
Hello. Yeah. They're like 10 years old. They're like, no,
beat it, creeper.
Yeah.
Why are you hanging out with JoJo?
Well, honestly, you probably look like her bodyguard.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'll play the role.
At that point.
I told her I'll chaperone her 21st birthday coming up.
Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. She's still so young. That's so crazy. Yeah. Just
chaperone or you're going to.
Oh, yeah.
Chaperone.
Yeah, I would love to chaperone your 21st birthday party.
I've had like 10 of them.
So what else? How was the whole filming of that process? And was it harder than you even thought it was going to be?
Yeah. So the filming is really cool because, first of all, the premise of the show is like they pay you up front. So you don't get any more money for finishing the show. So it's really just up to you how far you want to go. So that's one part of it. And the second part of it is there's no producers.
Some of the people in the first season. some of the first season, like they went down early.
Quick,
like there was like a bunch that were just out like right at the beginning.
It happened with us too. Like a lot of people they get into it like, oh, this is for real.
Yeah.
And there's no producers. It's just us and the drill staff. And you'll get a cameraman around you here and there, but it is as real as it can get.
Yeah.
And
if you quit, do you have to stay?
Yeah, so you have a badge and you got to take your badge off and turn it into the DS.
Oh yeah,
at that point I would just keep going. If you have to stay, it's like you might as well just keep going.
Yeah, but I mean,
and it pushes you to the limit.
It pushes you we carried a boat for 2 miles, my guess. Like just the most ridiculous 3 people. Dragging it. Like
it's a crazy show.
We were dragging it for like every 30 seconds. I'd say every 30 seconds, drag it for 10, and we drag it like this far. Imagine doing that for hours.
Yeah. That's a lot. It takes a toll.
Did you, Hannah did really well on that show. Did you ask her for any advice?
I spoke to her like way before the show ever happened for me. So I got a little bit of how it went down.
Yeah, because she fucking crushed it.
Yeah, and she's like, it's the hardest thing I've ever done. I was like, hardest thing you've ever done, and because I played football. I thought I've been through some shit. She was right.
Yeah,
she was goddamn right.
Yeah.
Was it the hardest thing you've ever done?
It was the hardest thing I've ever done.
Times like.
Yeah, I mean, the pain I went through, the mental warfare you got to go through. The cold is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I battled mild hypothermia. Like it was brutal.
How was it after when you finished?
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Like just huge.
You're there for what, like a week?
8 days.
Yeah. That's just.
Yeah.
Did you get to go on a little vacation afterwards?
I went to Fiji.
Okay.
I went to Fiji afterwards, which it was either Bali or Fiji. I really want to go to Bali.
Okay.
Bali seems like a lot more fun. But Bali was raining all week, so I was like, all right, I'll go to Fiji. I went to Fiji, and I'm the worst at traveling. So I'm like missing.
And you were alone?
I'm by myself. I'm missing all my connections, all my buses, trains, whatever it is. So that sucks. But I'm also everyone's third wheel. It's like a honeymoon,
Yeah, I mean,
so
Fiji
relaxing,
is,
like
yeah.
Yeah, so all these people had to deal with me, like, hey, like, what's up, guys? Like,
were you just talking to strangers?
Just talking
Were
to
there
strangers.
were there a bunch of people like on their honeymoons that were like, why is Tyler Cameron here alone?
Well, so many Australians, so a lot of people just thought I was some random guy.
Yeah.
You know, like some dude trying to find my inner chi or something.
Yeah.
You know, whereas
you're just on a
I
journey.
met some Americans, and then they like I randomly met the creators of Love Is Blind. Like they were all there.
Wow.
Or not Love Is
my
Blind.
I was gonna
Love
say-
Island.
Love Island.
Oh,
Yeah,
did they try to
yeah.
get you to come on the show?
Well, no, I went and met
Could
with
you
all of them. I
imagine?
met Sarah Hyland, like randomly all in Fiji.
Oh my,
you
yeah.
know?
Well, that they filmed
Yeah.
the
Oh
show
yeah,
there.
that's where they were filming.
It was like right when they were about to kick it off. So, and there was a really good looking bartender, and we were trying to convince him to come on the show, but he wouldn't listen to us. I was like, "You're gonna go back to your village and starve."
Would you do Love Island?
I don't know. I've never watched it.
Would you do like another dating show?
I don't know. You know what I thought about? Why is there no like Bachelor challenge or Bachelorette? You know, like where they get everyone together.
Yeah.
And they really like the MTV has a
compete?
challenge and they compete.
Yeah.
And like,
Bachelor Winter Games.
well, but don't put dating in it. Just let.
So you just want to take the contestants and just have them
Put them in
do
a
like
house.
the
Yeah,
challenge?
but-
they're gonna hook up. They're
Yeah.
gonna
So you're
get
just saying the
shit.
challenge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you just want to do an ABC version of the challenge
Yes.
with Bachelor contestants.
Because-
But like you
Or
could do
just-
the challenge.
You could just go on the challenge. Like
Like,
MTV
they would take you on the
have
challenge.
They have
Yeah.
other people like from Love
I
Island,
don't know if I'd be
Survivor.
able, like, they wouldn't let me do it yet.
Yes,
Oh yeah, maybe there could be something. They have brought in their picks. Like it used to just be strictly MTV people. But you know they've reached into totally different categories and other reality stars now because they try and bring in like new people. I mean, half the cast is from Big Brother.
Yeah, I mean
So-
they bring in people from Love Island, they bring in
Yeah.
people from Survivor, they
Yeah.
bring in from people from all different shows.
Yeah.
So you were being told by your agents not to do competition shows.
Yeah.
But that's probably what you would be the best at, don't you
Exactly.
think?
but yeah, like then it's like they're trying to build something here.
Okay,
They're trying to
I
build
got you.
something,
I
know?
got you.
So, and you know,
There's some other things going on in the background. that
You have
you're
an
like-
image.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, how many times do you get asked? Because I'm sure like everybody just wants you to finally be the Bachelor. I mean, we've talked to you about this a million
Yeah.
times that
Yeah.
you just.
I mean, Trent says it all the time. He's like, "Why doesn't Tyler just
Trent
become
really
the
like
Bachelor?"
Trent would pass out if he decided to be the Bachelor.
you know, maybe down the road, you know, I put in my request of what I want, and we've had those talks. And the guy who just left the show, Mike Fleiss,
Yeah.
like he was calling me all the time, but
They're not just going to give you what you want.
Now he's no, and I'm gonna sit here.
Yeah.
But if they gave you what, like, you have demands, and if they gave you what you wanted,
Yeah, but it's two parts to it. So the demands one, and then two also like I don't ever want. I really got to be into it. You know?
yeah, I'm sure
Like,
one of the demands is
No, I know.
Yeah.
But you really have to be into it. Yeah.
because I
like
feel
you
like
want to be ready to settle down when you do it.
yeah, and like I feel like I'm definitely getting there, but
That's
also
nice. That's very genuine of you.
but I feel like a lot of people like go on there and they don't care for that, and it
Yeah.
shows, and it, you know,
Yeah.
like it's
So now that's going to
Yeah.
be like the opposite of what you said on. I saw a clip from Nick Viall's podcast that came out today, where you were talking about how you're like done. You got to LA, you got to New York, the models, the actresses, like seems like you're done with that, but I think you're lying. And I think if you go on The Bachelor, you're gonna get a lot of those like social media influencer.
No, see, I think this is what they would have to do. If Tyler's going to be the Bachelor, they have to keep it a secret. Like it has to be like, I don't know how they would do it because I know they always like announce it, but I think they'd have to cast a group of women that did not know it was going to be Tyler.
Yeah.
and it's got to
and
be
then
shot in Jupiter the whole
Yeah,
time.
that's fine too. You can have it.
I feel
sure.
Is that one of the demands?
Yeah, I'm gonna make all the women build my houses for me.
You only go to certain areas in Florida.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you need to have it be where you're like a mystery bachelor, and then it's like, bam, it's Tyler Cameron. Then they all lose their shit and whatever. But like beforehand, they can't know because that's when they think they got the golden ticket.
And how true. I'm not gonna say you were lying on Nick's podcast, but like how I think
she's saying you're lying. She
but
thinks
I'm
you're
saying
lying.
like I think people take that as like
he's living in Jupiter now.
Yeah,
it's not like
I think that's
there's not
great.
a bunch of influencers running around Jupiter.
I think that's a great outlook. I think that
and all the stars won't let me into their house in Jupiter. So. Like, get it, beat it, kid. You're a fucking influencer. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I think that's a great outlook though.
Yeah, no, I think Jupiter's brought that on me. You know, like I don't have that anymore. Like you go down to Miami, you can chase it. I've dated some girls on there. I leave there, I'm like, she's beautiful, she's fun, like we have a great time, but that's that lifestyle and I will never mesh.
Right. You can meet a beautiful girl who, you know, has a great life, a great job, that isn't looking for the fame.
Yeah. So
are you currently dating?
Putting myself out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been dancing in the street for so long, trying to make my way over the sidewalk. You know.
That's quite the analogy.
Does it go like street, sidewalk, house?
Well, like I'm in the median. You know what I mean? Like that's way in the streets.
I mean, you were in the middle of like an 8-lane highway then.
Yeah, so you got a bunch of those spotted lines you got to hop over. You know, you got some cars you got to dodge.
Frogger.
Yeah.
How do you meet people down there?
Just being around.
Yeah.
You know, it's
just like
Do you are you on any apps?
Yeah, I have Raya, but I don't even go on that anymore.
Yeah.
I gotta stop paying the damn subscription.
Is it maybe like
people probably see you on Raya and they're like,
it's like
oh my god,
friends,
but then
or
it's
just like being around people and you know.
I always think friends of friends is always a good way. So at least
How
somebody
much do they
knows them.
charge for Raya these days?
I don't know, like $10.
Okay.
Because you know, like you don't.
You guys are off of it, right?
No, we're definitely both on the dating apps for sure.
Excuse me. I actually have never been on a dating app in my life.
I missed it completely. Tinder came out like right at the beginning of college, and I was on it a little, but it was like kind of weird still because it was like you're on a college campus, like you don't need Tinder, like
right,
it's like you're just everyone's there, like you don't need to be like necessarily on Tinder. And then I met a guy, and I've never been on a dating app since then.
Even when I was single, I didn't download dating apps though, because for me it's like I like people to know the person. You know what I mean? Like friend of a friend, or you know, like something like that. Because like a total stranger,
I think friend of the friends is always the best way to meet somebody.
Total stranger throws me off. Like you just never know.
Yeah, and like it's like an interview process when you know, it's like having to say the same.
Have you
thing.
ever been on a blind date?
Kind of. I was on this one blind date. It was like my dad's friend's girlfriend's daughter.
Okay.
Went out with her. Awful date. Awful date.
Terrible date.
And I was the whole time I was sitting there thinking. I was like, the Heisman announcement is on right now, and I'm sitting here pulling my own hair out, you know. And so, never saw her again.
Oh well, you know, you live and learn. No more blind dates. Or maybe your dad's just
and
not
no dating girls from your high school.
Yeah, your dad's not going to
tried that a few times
setting
lately.
you up. Yeah, that's
I always think
it's hard to go back.
Going back to the high school.
I tried it with my high school sweetheart.
Yeah,
and that was just not good.
Too much time, too many things happen in between, and
it's fill each other in on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well, you end up I feel like you end up like getting mad about things that like you can't really be mad about, but it's because there's the history.
But also you put so much thought into it, like, oh, it's gonna be this, and then once you get into it, you're like, oh, it's really just not that, and it's like then it's just a letdown.
Yeah,
not good.
You know, there wasn't really. I was thinking of the cast for Special Forces, and there's not too many like eligible bachelorettes.
I tell you, every dance show I've been on, like the dance show I went on, everyone was married. Yeah, you know, this show, everyone's. Yeah. You know.
Do you feel like in your life now? I know Katie. She just got engaged.
Black China was you know, she was on the show.
Black China. How is Black China? Is she a changed
She was
woman?
great. She was great. Yeah,
she claims she's a changed woman.
She's so quiet, you know, and like, but like. She's fit, like she's in shape. She's in incredible shape.
Good
like
for her.
I'm happy to hear she turned her life around.
I know.
There was a period of time where it was questionable.
Shredded, but she was so sweet. But she had some fight in her, you know.
Yeah.
But like I was always looking out for her, trying to keep her going.
What about Savannah Chrisley?
What about her?
Just how was she?
She was a lot. She was a lot. She's got a big voice.
So Rhea's noted for saying that that's the worst show that's ever been
worst
made.
show on television. There's
Really?
two
Chrisley
shows that I think
Knows
are the worst shows ever. Chrisley Knows Best and Ridiculousness. Like when is
Ridiculousness?
When is Ridiculousness going to get off the air?
Yeah, like gonna say Tyler definitely loves Ridiculousness.
No, I know, but it's just like, oh
Such
my
a boy.
God.
Like-
How long is Ridiculousness? You know what kills me? Like when they just, and it shouldn't matter now, and it doesn't, but when there would be those marathons of Ridiculousness all day long, and it's the same thing over and over again, that's where I started to hate Ridiculousness.
You know what I think it is?
And also, we
I
see
think she
viral
always
videos.
is like, I could be Chanel West Coast. She doesn't deserve that job. I deserve that job. I think you've just been jealous of Chanel West Coast the whole time.
in what world?
If they ask you to come on their show, you say yes in a heartbeat.
Okay, but here's the thing: when
You would
when
crush
you were
that job,
growing
though.
up, yeah,
you
when
know
you're-
you would.
When I was growing up and like Robin Big was on,
In Fantasy
or
Factory.
Fantasy Factory, and Chanel was on, you're like, oh, that's a dream job, right? Like,
Yeah.
but
That's what working for me is like.
Ridiculousness. I'm sure. Ridiculousness is just like we see the viral videos online.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no need for ridiculousness anymore. I'm sorry.
Good agents. That's why.
Yeah. True.
And they like have all the special guests. Oh, look who's on Ridiculousness! Like this show's still going on.
I think it's just also because it's just.
Have you been on Ridiculousness?
No, I would love to. I'd love to just go up on the
I
keyboard.
really feel like you could get on
Yes.
Ridiculousness.
I gotta talk to my people. See
Yeah,
if I
no,
can
that's
make that
definitely-
They'll
happen.
have
That's
anybody on these
Definitely
days.
something you can. It's definitely something you do. Okay. I wanted to ask you about your Instagram videos in the gym. What made you start to do those? And who's filming them? And why are they like an 80s porno?
Well, the videographer is an undisclosed person.
Okay.
You know,
Because they're getting real close.
they wanted to protect their anonymity.
People
Yeah.
have been messaging chicks in the office like, have you guys seen Tyler's workout
Oh, we're like,
videos?
yeah, we fucking see it. We're seeing too much of them.
I scroll right past them. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, this is too much.
Yep. No, it's a lot. And like the first few, I was like, all right, they're tame. And then the videographer has just been having too much fun with it.
The videographer had a vision.
Oh, so you're blaming the videographer?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am.
All right.
But like,
And it's their creative vision
what-
to basically
what-
have you be naked in this video.
What one
I'm
did
not-
Kelly Key send to our Cutting Stems group chat? And she wrote,
No, the things my friends have said about these videos, they send them in our Instagram group, and they're like, "Friend, you Tyler's got to."
so we have a Cutting Stems group chat.
you know what? It is working. Things are growing.
Clearly,
And clearly
things are growing for sure.
It's probably not the right word to use, you know?
Kelly,
Engagement is up.
growing.
It's just getting harder and harder to get good content out there, you know?
Kelly wrote, ashamed to say I watched this whole thing. And I didn't even click the video. I'm going to click it now because I'm looking back. Okay, it's you're taking your shirt off.
Oh,
it's like a whole
that's
thing.
a different one.
You're cutting up watermelon.
Tell me.
So
tell me.
also, are you
Is
filming?
there a better way to
44,000.
is there a better way to do a grill ad?
Are you filming these after your workouts, or are you like, the hose yourself
Those are after my
down?
workouts.
Okay.
Yeah, we do a little recap video of everything we did on the workout, and then after we're all sweaty.
Were you like, all right, this is how I'm going to become a TikTok star? Like, these are the videos. This is the avenue I need to go down.
Yeah. Well,
Are they up on TikTok?
well, I have a strategy, you know.
Okay.
So we're gonna get you in with the fitness
I actually
stuff.
would love to know
'Cause
how
I love
many-
fitness. I love working out. I love all that. But then we're gonna really keep you with the home remodel stuff. That's the goal.
Okay,
Oh,
I
so
got
you're
you.
going to reel people in with your workout videos.
And then I'm gonna shove home videos.
And then
right
all of
down
a
their
sudden,
throats.
here I am. I'm
all
a
of a sudden, you're
construction
asking
worker, too.
everyone to pick out like hardboard floors.
Exactly.
You're like, okay, guys, which coat do you like best? What kind of views are you getting on these
Ladies,
bad
come
boys?
check out my wood.
Oh my God,
Classic.
No,
Killed it.
We're in the millions on most of these.
Millions of views?
Yeah. So it's
Clearly
actually
it's working.
smart
It's working.
strategy.
It's working. Did you see the grandma one?
No.
No, I did not see the grandma.
Y'all should take a look at it.
What is
Oh
it?
boy.
The
Which one was the grandma one?
is the Pierce one, the one
Has
I'm
your-
talking to the camera.
Has your mom
Oh, wow.
texted you about these videos, Fran?
Not yet, but I'm sure she watches them.
love that lady.
I can't even play any of them. Like it's just you're sitting right here.
It's too close for comfort.
Too close.
I did think of myself, should I just come in here with no shirt on, because I knew this was going to be a topic.
Yeah, I mean, how are we not going to ask you about these? Like, it's like the most, and it's funny because that's what we said. People send them to like the chicks in the office DM like group. They're like,
and they're like, are you guys going to talk about these? We're like, what are we to say about these?
Like basically like asking if we could like make it a topic on the podcast. Right. It's like what is?
Remember when the three of us went back and forth for? It was really funny. It was recently. About you posted a picture with a mustache and we were like making fun of your caption, but we really, the three of us, come on, that was pretty recent.
I mean it was sitting in my face
it was like same, and we went back and forth with jokes for a while about that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was of all people Katie's idea.
Okay.
Little quiet Katie. And
you got to get your engagement up for the
it worked.
home renovation videos.
Exactly.
Have you thought about becoming the next Ty Pennington?
Oh my God, I was going to say the same thing.
It would be a dream.
That's his name, right?
Ty Pennington, Extreme Home Makeover.
It'd be a dream.
Have they ever thought about bringing Extreme Home Makeover back?
That show was on.
I think they're doing it already. I missed the bus on that one, I think.
Well, if they brought it back, nobody would move that bus better than you would.
Yeah, I feel like you would be a great new Ty Pennington.
One day.
For the next generation.
For the next generation.
That bus.
Well,
that show was so funny. It was like, oh, what do you like? Oh, I like horses. Well, we made your room into a huge stable. It's like they had
the best show.
You're gonna live on hay.
Ty Pennington was also like shirtless cutting wood.
He was,
and he was really talented.
I wonder what like the upkeep was for those people, you know, because it was people who like needed their houses renovated, and then they got all this great house, and then it's like, what happens after that? We never get to know them after. Right. There's no update on
there was
the
a lot of issues, I think, when that happened, because a lot of people was like, they were struggling to begin with.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they get their house remodeled, and like there's permits and all these things are pulled, but then there's a new assessment on their house, so I think the price value went up, so their taxes and everything went up, so it became another issue.
And they have to pay more money.
Yeah.
And there's a whole thing.
It's like something breaks.
It's like when David Dobrik would gift people cars, and then they have to pay the taxes and insurance on their cars.
Right.
It's a little tricky game gifting people.
You would think people would just immediately want to sell the house. Just be like, I'm just gonna.
I think that happened too.
Yeah.
You know?
Like.
So that's definitely a tricky one to deal with right there.
I keep thinking that if they did bring that show back, I feel like they've had different versions of it with different people, but it never hit. Like it did with Ty Pennington.
Yeah.
And you know what?
You know, he lived in the same building as my parents.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Did they get to meet him ever?
I think Gia saw him like once or twice.
Here in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, like the recent one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like he lives there right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You should camp out and look for
Ty
him.
Pennington. Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm acting like he's like an A-list celebrity.
I don't think he's like, I think he's rarely there. He's been seen a couple times.
We're getting
this. Okay. Sorry. We have to wrap up. We just got this.
Do you have any comments on Noah's hair?
Yeah. So, I mean, I saw you guys get a bigger room. I mean, you guys put me in a green room before I come in here. Like I get escorted here. You guys are brand new, you know, engaged. Noah's got blonde hair. I mean, it's just you guys.
It's looked better than it's.
But how do you
right
feel about his blonde hair? And do you feel like his attitude has changed just from the?
Do you like it?
The
no,
hour
I think Noah used to chime in. Now he's big time over here. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, Noah hasn't chimed in at all.
No, you got a girlfriend?
I don't.
He's out here. He's out here in the streets dancing.
Noah
around.
is in the
he's
streets.
Noah is in.
He's got a haircut that says little sister.
Talk about being in the streets.
And guess where we're going this week?
Y'all going to little sister?
With that new hairdo.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna rebleach it. So I think
he's like
I made
the
that
maintenance
decision.
is. I've never.
It's
he's
insane.
He's like.
It doesn't look great now. So
He's like. It's starting to look yellow after you rebleached.
it was. I mean, they made me do it.
Well, we did it.
We said when we get to 150,000 subscribers on YouTube, we would bleach Noah's hair blonde. So then we had my cousin come in to bleach his hair blonde. It looked great at first. I think it will look great. It just has a yellow tint to it.
So you took it for the team.
Yeah, no,
But he wanted to. He
wouldn't have agreed to do it if he didn't want to do it.
You know what's annoying?
It wasn't guaranteed that it would
people
look
don't
good.
get to see Noah, like how he interacts with me and Fran when the cameras are off and whatever. So like whenever we do end up in these kind of conversations, people end up feeling bad for Noah. But if only they saw the other interactions, you know?
Like what?
Like when you told us to calm down yesterday.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to talk
get
about
God
that.
forbid.
That's another story.
We don't have to get into it.
That's a story for another time.
Yeah.
Okay, we're super excited to watch this next season.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. The first season I absolutely loved. I thought it was so good, so I'm very excited for the second. And it is at when? Monday,
September 25th.
September
On Fox.
25th
9 p.m.
Fox.
Eastern time.
9 p.m. Eastern on Fox. We will be tuning in
Make sure
because
you tune
this
in.
is quite the group of people.
Yeah. It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you guys soon in Jupiter.
Yes, you will.
Yep.
Alrighty. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you guys so much for listening. Philly and Charlotte tickets are still on sale. Chicago, you are already sold out, so sorry you can't get tickets to that. But we're excited for all of our shows. New York City, we will update you on when tickets are on sale for that. We cannot wait for all these shows. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you on Friday.